Let's speak about EV stocks, baby. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and I think it's fair to say that 2023 as a whole has been insane for the EV market, as it has been generally for the entire market. But today, I want to just catch up on how January and February have gone in regards to EV sales, what kind of market share they're taking over, what companies are selling the most vehicles, who is in the lead, is it Tesla, BYD, are any of the smaller names up there? We obviously have spent a lot of time speaking about earnings as of late for these EV companies. There's been some good and some quite poor. There's also been some good and quite poor stock movement in a lot of these companies. So what we're actually going to do also is take a look at some of our favorite EV stocks, namely Nio, Lucid, ChargePoint, Tesla, maybe a few others, and take a look at what the technicals are saying, on a one-on-one basis, but also on a more general basis. Really quickly, my friends, could I ask you for an early thumbs up on the video? I really would appreciate it. Really helps your boy out an awful lot. If you end up enjoying this video and want more like it, please do subscribe, and also drop me a comment down below. Let me know, what are your favorite EV stocks out there right now, and also let me know what kind of content you would like to see from this channel. We're trying to diversify. Only earlier on today, I've uploaded 2 more videos, one about big tech stocks and one about dividend stocks, so feel free to check them out as well. Also, if you are interested, I'm currently working with Webull, and if you sign up to their platform and deposit $100, you can get up to 12 free shares. These can be worth thousands of dollars. Generally, you're going to make some decent money. I know people who have made hundreds out of these free promos. You can sell those shares and invest it into any company you want. Maybe that is an EV stock, but it's just free money waiting there, so take advantage. So EV company news for the month of February 23. I'm not going to go through this whole article. This is from Trend Investing over on Seek and Alpha. If you want to, I highly recommend you do go check it out. There is so much information in here, but we're going to go through some of the more general bits and pieces. So global electric car sales in January 2023 were up 10% year over year to 11% share. I mean, if you compare this back to 2014-2015, the growth is absolutely insane. China sales were down 8% year over year to 26% share, and Europe was up 3% year over year to a 17% share. Row Motion forecasts over 14 million global BEVs and PHEV sales in 2023. No more fossil power taxis in Hamburg starting in 2025. That is very nearby. So global plug-in electric car sales were 662,000 in January. That is a very large number. And global plug-in electric car market share in January was 11% and 11% year to date. China plug-in electric car sales were at 343,000. So you can see that in the global scheme, China is still by far the biggest player in this market. That's why even when we speak about Tesla on this channel, we speak about the Chinese market so much. And it's also why I focus still considerably on BYD, Nio, Li Auto, xpeng, all of them, just to see their general trends. We are hoping ultimately that the EU and US are going to follow and grow this quickly over the next few years. Now, that is actually down 8% on 2022 sales, and the electric car market share in China was 26% and 26% year to date. Europe plug-in sales were at 158,000, up 3% year over year, reaching 17% market share. I mean, when you really think about it, that is a large percentage at this stage. Over the next, 2 to 5 years, we expect these numbers to be bigger globally, but still, there is absolutely fantastic movement happening here. And then what most people will be the most interested in, USA plug-in electric car sales were reported by Clean Technica, stating on February 1st, monthly sales of new plug-in electric vehicles, including all electric and plug-in hybrids, reached 7.4% of all light-duty sales in September 2022, exceeding a 7% share for the first time. Awesome. Another recent report stated USA fully electric car sales in 2022 averaged 5.7% market share, rising by 65% on 2021. So I mean, we can quite clearly see that the general trend is still EV adaptation is taking over. Despite the cost of these vehicles, despite recessions, despite some incentives not being there that were there even a year ago, the growth is still ultimately there at the end of the day. Now, the best selling electric vehicles in the world, we can see just about in first place is the Tesla Model Y at 54,417. Then BYD Song is there at 49,889, and then the Tesla Model 3 at 42,496. Now, they are the 3 biggest sellers by a long shot here. You will see many more well-known names here. You will see the Lijiang L9 is up there in 11th place as well. You can also see Nio's ET5 is now in 16th place. And then, of course, some bigger names there. You have your Hyundais, your Volkswagens, etc, etc. Now, in regards to the top auto brands, BYD is still considerably ahead of Tesla, but Tesla has crossed that EV sale mark of 100,000 for 2023, and then the competition is very close behind there in general, but we are seeing our legacy OEMs taking up most of the market share outside of these two main players. Bloomberg NEF forecasts about 40.4% global passenger EV market share in 2030 and 75.3% in 2040. Now, that was published almost a year ago, but I would expect those numbers to still be relatively similar. And now, in regards to the year going forward, the top trends that will affect EVs: a reduction in subsidies and incentives in key countries such as Germany, Norway, and China resulted in strong pre-buying before incentives were reduced in the new year. So sales data shows that the global total for last year came in at 10.5 million units across BEVs and PHEVs, an impressive growth of 55.4% in a difficult vehicle market as a whole. The global EV share in light vehicle sales is 13% for 2022, and Roll Motion forecasts over 14 million global BEV and PHEV sales in 2023. In the US, the introduction of the Inflation Reduction Act is expected to support the EV market growth in the country. Looking even further ahead, Reuters notes the car makers have plans to build 54 million battery EVs in 2030. So again, some huge growth forecasted. On March 1st, Tesla held their Investor Day. Very mixed opinions in here. The event discussed the global move towards renewable energy and EVs. The slide below shows the reduction in fossil fuels of each change. Renewable energy generation at 35%, switch to electric vehicles at 21%, switch to heat pumps at 22%, and so on. Now, a lot more came out of that Tesla Investor Day, but also, guys, there is a million videos on YouTube about it already. I don't feel the need to go too far in depth there. What I would like to do, however, is take a look at some of the charts, okay? So we're going to look at some 4-hour charts for some of our favorite EV stocks. Now, Tesla bottomed out around the start of this year, down at the $100-ish mark. They rebounded all the way up above 200, and they are consolidating right now in the realms of about 190 all the way up to about 200, 205. So there is this actual nice period of consolidation for Tesla, something it needs for a healthy price action going forward. You know, it's not healthy coming down like this forever. It's also not healthy, you know, going up 100% without any sort of pullback in the span of 2 months. I think this is exactly what Tesla needs, and I wouldn't be upset if this continues on for another couple of weeks. I think just staying around that 190 to 210 price point for Tesla will ultimately lead to a much bigger upward move for the company, in my opinion. The RSI is currently around, you know, the average rate. We're at around, oh, actually it's about 40-ish, but nothing crazy, not overbought, not oversold, just trading along, which would imply that this stagnation could well continue. Okay, while we're on the Chinese stocks, we will go over to Nio next, and they have been downtrending, you know. I made a video on them not too long ago, speaking about this price point here. We spoke about this all the way back in 2020. I wouldn't like to see it go any lower than that 803 mark. They got very, very close to it after their earnings report. But with Nio, I really would like to see some upward move, but they need to do something special to make that happen, honestly, guys. It's not going to just happen for no reason whatsoever. Investors really need to get more confidence put into them by Nio's management team, in my opinion, or else this 803 is a very real possibility. And the scary thing is that if 803 is broken, there is very little reason for Nio to go up anytime soon. I am a Nio shareholder, so I really don't want that to happen. I really want it to continue upwards. Thankfully, they did bounce off that 828 mark quite nicely, seeing 20-ish% gains there in a very few days. But it all comes down to what happens next, in my opinion. Lucid Motors, another one. Not a lot has been happening lately. Since the rumors came out that the PIF may initiate a takeover, it went up massively. And now it's come right back down to pretty much where it was beforehand. So not much of a major change outside of rumors just influencing price action. And we are stagnating right back to where we were, stagnating around this price point of, let's say, $8 to $9 or so. I really want to see some investor confidence in Lucid. I really want to see this upward trend that was happening continue before these rumors came out. I would just absolutely love to see Lucid push back up towards that 1470 mark or so. But investor confidence is at all-time lows just due to so many revisions happening as of late. Not enough good news coming out for the company. And without that investor confidence, yet again, that's not going to happen. And one that I don't want to speak about, honestly, is ChargePoint. They've been hovering around this such a key area at about 1120 to 1130 as of right now. And today you can see they're suffering a 3.75% down day, which obviously is not a good thing. And if this downward momentum stays, I am afraid that we could see returns to the $8 or $9 mark. So as of right now, the long-term trends look good from a broader scale in regards to EVs, but the shorter term for a lot of these smaller cap EV companies is looking a little bit red. Thus, you know, tread cautiously is what I would say. If there are any EV stocks you have been wanting to build positions in or accumulate positions in or bring down your average prices in, if you were buying them, you know, back in 2020, 2021 towards the peaks, now could be a good time to do it in the long term, but I would be very selective. The market is not the market it was during those days. But anyway, my friends, that is an update on a lot of things EV. If you watched all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy, could I please ask that you hit that juicy like button, subscribe for more content, and drop me a comment. Let me know what content you personally want to see. Also, if you are interested in those free shares, remember, it's the pinned comment down below or the first link in the description. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.